person you have called is not available. Please leave a short 10-second message after the tone and we'll send the message as a text.
Hi, this is Michelle and this is the Scott and Michelle Show.
Sure is.
It is. And tonight we are discussing something I'm very passionate about because I find it hilarious. Wholesome celebrities that have gone bad.
Huh. Just define gone bad. What do you mean by that?
Criminal records.
Like Harvey?
Who?
Harvey Weinstein.
I don't know what he did.
Oh.
I'm sheltered.
Really? You don't know Harvey?
Isn't he
was
like sexually assault people?
Yeah. A bunch of celebrities.
Yeah. Not quite like him. I mean,
Okay.
teen celebrities.
Oh, like drink driving and drug
That
charges
sort of
and stuff. Okay, I understand what you mean now. Cool.
Should I discuss this before? But anyway.
No,
I
just wanted everyone to know what we were talking about.
It's part of the fun. No, I'm passionate about this. I wanted to get things right.
Good.
So where do you want to start?
Who do you want to talk about? Like, I don't even know who you're going to talk about or who I would talk about.
Really? Well, let's start with Justin Bieber, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, he was arrested. The sweet, wholesome baby, arrested for a DUI. And he was charged with a misdemeanor of vandalism for egging his neighbour's house.
How old is he?
Now?
When he was convicted of egging his neighbour's house.
2004, so he would have been... Oh, God, I can't do maths. Well, he's 26 now.
So he would have been like, what, 12?
12?
In 2004?
14.
14, come on.
2014.
He egged his neighbour's house when he was 14 and he got arrested.
2014. But also, this is the thing I find absolutely disgusting. He went to a restaurant and he urinated into a bucket. And the bucket happened to be right near the food prep area. And he thought that was okay. Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you get away with disgusting things like that. It's just not on.
When was that?
I think around the same time, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe a little... No, I have a feeling he was like 20.
Yeah, okay.
Old enough to know better.
That's right.
Young enough not to care. So he popped onto the scene when he was like in 2010. The boy started off so wholesome.
He peed in a bucket.
And exactly, that's what it comes to. Fame at a young age. It'll get ya.
Really? Is peeing in a bucket when you're 14 and egging someone's house, like, is that really...
DUI.
That's what I'm getting at. Like a DUI, that's a pretty big red flag for a bigger issue.
He's got a DUI against him. He got charged.
Yeah.
That's not exactly, accidentally, picking someone's flowers.
No, that's a terrible thing.
So, we've got him. And then we've got one of my all-time faves, Amanda Bynes.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Oh, man.
She has a drug problem, doesn't she?
She has all sorts of stuff. So she is 35?
Oh, our age.
She's not, So in 2013, she spent 6 months in rehab after she was put in an involuntary
psychosis.
She was put in
Oh, she was like...
She did it involuntarily. Somebody made her.
Oh, I thought... Okay.
Yeah. And then she got charged with 2 DUIs.
Oh, dear.
Because one wasn't enough.
Right.
And now she's pregnant. She seems to have calmed down. So, I mean, she had a plucky career. Let's think about it. She started on all that. And then she was like the youngest comedian in America for a while. Because she had her own TV series, The Amanda Show. Is there anyone you want to add to this list? Because I've got a whole list here.
I think your list is probably going to be a lot more comprehensive than mine.
Yeah, because I've watched it crumble. I loved these people. Then they let me down.
They
So-
let you down. Okay.
One of my all-time faves, Ms. Spears, Britney.
Oh, there was 2 Miss Spears, so I was
Yes.
wondering which one you're referring to.
Well, we'll get to the other one next. So Britney had a meltdown, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
In 2007, she shaved her head. And, that's fair enough. You can do whatever you bloody want to your own hair. But people made a big deal about it. And then she attacked a photographer.
I would too.
And she actually lost control of her finances. Her dad took control of them. And 4 years after, she got herself together and got back in control of her finances. And then she released her new album, Femme Fatale. So, I mean, she's doing good now.
Do you know what I heard recently?
What?
When we were talking about this topic, the thing that came into my head was this quote. And it was, if you get famous, get therapy.
They all
I think-
start off with, smiles on their faces.
Yeah, well, everyone has their own issues, right?
Well, it depends who you are, because I'm perfect, so...
Oh, I see.
But I guarantee you're over there rolling your eyes.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
Yeah, yes. Goes to show you we know each other too well.
Have you ever seen the back of your head?
No, why?
No reason.
Why?
If I have to explain it, it's not funny.
I hope you people listening know what that means, because...
It's because I rolled my eyes back really far.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
funny.
Okay. Well, I didn't need to explain it then, so
Well,
it's
yeah.
okay.
And then, Miley Cyrus.
Has she broken any laws?
I don't think so. She just has trouble, keeping her clothes on.
Yeah, but is that a problem?
Well, no. It's just she puts, diamantes on her breasts and then goes out in public like it's a t-shirt.
Who doesn't?
And then she does it in front of her father. If I did that in front of my dad, he would have a coronary. Also, I would not feel comfortable, sharing my breasts with the world. It's
Well,
just
that's
not
you.
who I am. And I had to give a nod to my gal, Jodie Sweetin, Stephanie Tanner.
From Full House.
So she started drinking at the age of 14 for the best reason ever.
Same.
She was bored.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of like she lost her way after Full House because no one would hire her because she was so known for one character.
Oh, she was typecast.
Yeah, exactly. And then she was screwed. So, what do?
Hit the bottle hard.
Okay, you hit the bottle hard. But you also, for the next 15 years, you go on ecstasy, methamphetamines, and crack.
She did crack?
She did all the colours of the rainbow.
Jeez.
Oh my god, I don't understand how her skin is so good. She does not look like a recovering drug addict.
A lot of money.
But she's stunning.
I haven't seen her since the 90s, so I'm not sure.
Are you telling me you did not even try to watch Fuller House?
No, I didn't. Honestly.
Go watch one episode.
No, I'm good.
It's pretty cheesy, but it's pretty watchable.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for the suggestion, but I think I'm good.
For all of you listening and you haven't seen it, go see it. It makes you feel good.
Do you think if I watched it that I would want to,
Rage
take
really hard, yes.
But what if I, to get over that, smoked a whole bunch of methamphetamines? And took...
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, but do you think the show would make me want to? Sounds like it.
No, it would make you want to sip apple cider around the campfire and talk about stories of, Christmas past.
Sounds like Jodie sipped a bit of apple cider.
Well,
to
she
make a joke at
did,
her
but
expense.
she did come clean. And now she's like an advocate for, people with drinking problems.
Good. She's making a message for people.
Yeah. You don't just do it to do it, Scotty. You do it to make a point. Yeah, but you didn't take, amphetamines.
I have only drank alcohol. I have never done any other, I guess, drug. I don't know.
Well...
But we started drinking pretty early.
I didn't.
When did you start drinking?
About
Can we divulge that information?
yeah, we can't get charged now. I don't think 17
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's about right.
with my girl Steffi.
What were you drinking?
Oh, we were drinking like Midori. What is it called? Midori Illusions.
Oh, like the the little bottles.
Yeah. Well, not the. They were like cruisers, but like.
Do they still sell those?
Oh,
Midori
I bet
Illusions?
they do. There's a lot of teenage girls out there.
I reckon they purely market those at teenagers.
You think?
Because everyone starts drinking with either beer or those little spirit drinks, like the vodka ones.
Ah, vodka cruisers.
Oh,
Yummy. Especially the raspberry ones. If you're not a big drinker and you don't like the taste of alcohol, I recommend those.
to get drunk.
Well, no, to, test the waters. I'm just saying. It's a suggestion.
So you don't want to drive anyone to, Jodie Sweetin levels of
No.
addiction.
No. Stay away from the good stuff.
Let's go back to the DUI thing for a sec.
Yes.
Because both of those people had DUIs, right? It was Justin Bieber and Amanda Bynes, right? I think.
Yes.
Did Britney Spears ever get DUIs?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But she did have a mental breakdown. Do you know what's weird? Well, not those three, but the ones we're about to talk about all are from Disney Channel. Britney started off on the Mickey Mouse Club. Mm-hmm. What is Disney doing to their stars?
Well, is it Disney or is it being famous in general or?
It's being famous too young and not knowing what to do with it.
Ah.
Because people treat you like gods. They're just normal people. Mm-hmm. Who happen to have a lot of money and a lot of fans.
Give me more of your list.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lohan.
What happened to her? Because that was similar to Amanda Bynes, wasn't it?
She got arrested for drink driving twice.
Another DUI.
Because once wasn't enough. You got to do things twice just to make sure you like them. And she got arrested for cocaine possession.
Yeah.
And she has been to rehab 6 times.
Wow, okay. So she's trying.
Yeah. She's tried coke, mind-altering substances to mask her pain.
Right.
And she's got a terrible relationship with her dad, which probably is part of the reason she has...
Well, yeah, that would be a big
I think her
part of it.
dad's in jail. One of her top songs is Daughter to Father. If you listen to those lyrics, they ain't...
Do you reckon she wrote that?
I want to say yes, but I doubt Lindsay writes anything.
What's the song about?
Give me a minute. I'm going over the lyrics in my head. I am broken, but I am hoping, because these are a confession of a broken heart.
Oh, okay.
But she does that daughter to father, where some people think it's don't even bother, and it's not.
Yeah, it sounds it's a bit more intense than that.
Yeah, so it's I still know you, but I don't know you, but I still want to.
Yeah.
She's crying out for her dad, and I don't think they ever came to a resolution on it, which is unfortunate.
See, I'm torn on that one because if you write a piece of music like that's a good way to sublimate, right? If you've been affected by something that intense and
her dad had brought drugs into their family, and she came from a broken home after that. And
yeah. The thing that I'm sort of half and half on in that is if she wrote it as a piece for herself, that's cool, but
she made money off it.
No, I mean making money off it is fine too, but was that kind of cashing in on
Her pain.
I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it.
She cashed in on her pain, and that's exactly what I would do. She's a smart little girl.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Well, she's not a smart little girl, because she's not little anymore, but she's a smart girl.
How's she doing now?
I think she's doing all right. Well, she was in Australia last year.
Huh.
She was one of the judges on The Masked Singer. Look, she seems to be okay. She's on the mend. She'll get there. It's one day at a time.
Yeah, well, she seems to have many addictions, and that's a way of coping, I guess.
Yes. Now, I'm going to leave the best two for last.
Oh, yeah?
Because you're going to laugh at them most.
This sort of stuff makes me real sad now. Like when I was younger.
No.
Really?
Trust me, you will be like, oh my gosh.
No, but this stuff...
Nah, you're going to make fun of me. I guarantee it.
We're talking about these people like we know them.
Well, they may not know me, but I know them.
Yeah, see, that might be part of it.
What, the reason they drink?
Well, maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't know whether to feel sorry for these people, like sympathize with them, or like, because I don't know them, right?
I don't think, like, once you get famous, does anybody really know you anymore?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it sort of depends on the face that you give as a celebrity.
Yeah, definitely. But there will always be a downfall of somebody. It's just sometimes they keep it quiet and doesn't make tabloids.
When's our downfall happening, Michelle?
We're not famous, so I doubt you're going to do that.
I've been on television.
So have I.
I'm dating a famous person right now. Did you know that?
Okay, explain that.
Well, they have a
IMDb page?
They do.
Yeah, so does another friend of mine.
And this person has also been an extra
on Neighbours.
Several times on Neighbours. She was telling me about that the other night. I think it was either 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
She said she was in the background and one of the actors in the show started talking to her because, there was nothing really happening in the scene. She's like, I got a bit starstruck. I'm like, oh, because he was on Neighbours? She's like, no, he was one of the teachers on Dance Academy. And I was like, oh,
who
cool.
was he?
I don't know. I haven't watched Neighbours since I moved out of home. So I don't know.
I reckon it was Kip Gamble.
Okay, well, if you looked up Dance Academy and found the actor who was on Neighbours, it was probably him.
Are you doing that right now? Jeffrey's doing it right now.
What's he doing? Oh, Googling the guy.
Is it Kip Gamble? Wait for it. I'm getting told to, hold my horses. What? That's my daddy's saying.
Is it?
Shout out to Lenny.
Can you do a voice for Lenny?
Oh, I can, but I won't.
Can you do a hold your horses? I think our listeners would like to hear a hold your horses in a Len voice.
No, I don't think they would.
Do it anyway.
I told you it was Kip Gamble.
Oh, well then you needn't have to Google it.
Well, yeah, it's Brad Willis.
Oh, okay.
For all you Neighbours fans, which I doubt there are many.
Can you do a Len?
I can, but I won't. That's not...
I really want you to.
I know, but I really want, to be able to sing. And I can't. So until then...
Let's move on.
All right. If I said the name Lalaine, would you know who I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Anybody that grew up watching Lizzie McGuire?
Oh, okay.
Lalaine is the best friend Miranda
Sanchez. Yeah, of course
now,
I know who that is.
That young lady got herself into a lot of trouble.
Oh, what did she do?
What did she do? Okay, so 2007, she got arrested and charged with a felony of possession of methamphetamine.
Wow.
She pleaded guilty to it, and a $50,000 warrant was issued after failing to appear at the mandatory court.
Wow.
But the breach was later recalled by the judge when Lalaine went to rehab.
Okay.
But yeah, she does disappear from a couple of the last episodes of Lizzie McGuire, and that's why.
Oh, do you think that's because of a drug issue, or do you think a professional issue?
I'm pretty sure it was she was getting into it and stuff.
At that age? Wouldn't she be 17? Wow.
No, I think they were older than they appeared.
No, I think they were 17.
Well,
I think that was older.
We all did stupid things at 17. It's just not we didn't do any illegal things.
I did.
Apart from drinking. Nobody would bother charging us with that.
What, public drinking as minors? They absolutely would try to.
Well, I've never public drank as a minor. I don't know if I've even done it as an adult. Seriously, I was a good girl with drinking until I was about 19.
So you hit 19? Really? I thought it was before that.
I started drinking at 17, but I never drank every weekend until like I was 20. Because that's when Jen Dion and Brianna could join me because they were all legal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's a cutoff point for when public drinking is, like, endearing, I think.
Well, I'm endearing all the time, so I don't need to public drink.
See, there you go. That's why you didn't do that till you were 19.
Well, I don't even think I public drank. That's what I'm saying. I drank, but I don't think I did it in public.
Public, yeah. See, we had a friend in school who I haven't even spoken to since.
Do
then.
I know them?
Probably, but I don't.
No. Anonymous.
Well, I'll give you a description. Right. She had blonde hair. She was very gutsy. And her hair was in a ponytail and she went to the same school as you did.
Blonde hair?
Yeah. I've forgotten her surname. But we used to talk a bunch.
You talk to everybody. You're just one of those people that can talk to anybody.
Yeah. Well, she was sort of within that circle of people. Anyway.
Was she in our group of friends? Like Shen?
Sort of, but like she was a bit like me where she drifted in different circles.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, well,
I think. When
we were maybe 17, 16, we were talking about going to a movie or something. And she said, she had a McDonald's cup and she had like vodka in it with something. And I was like, is that what I think? She's like, yeah. Do you want something? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have, a bit of a sip or whatever. But when you think about like a 17-year-old, as a 17-year-old doing that, you think, oh yeah, like that's a pretty clever way to do things. But when you're like 35 and you think about that, it's like, oh, that person's probably got an alcohol problem. Things become a bit more in your line of sight.
Maybe. Do you know how this person's doing now?
I think the last time I spoke to her was when we found out if we were going to uni, like when our uni results came out.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
That was a while back.
I haven't seen her since. I have no idea where she is. I don't have her on Facebook even.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense, don't you think? Like when you think about this sort of thing, like how easy it is to get caught up in it.
Of course it is. And especially like when you're in the limelight, you can get access to whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tempting, and with the whole I'll just try it once, I'm sure it's not addictive.
Oh no one's above addiction.
Yeah, exactly. It does not discriminate. Mm-hmm. Well, I've got two more that I can think of. You're going to make fun of me for the last one, so I'll do the first one first.
Okay.
Bella Thorne.
I know the name, but I don't think I care enough to know who that is.
Or as I call her, Bella Porn.
Bella Porn?
Oh, yeah. What do you do after your Disney show is cancelled? You take nude photos of yourself, don't you? And then someone goes to leak them or threatens to, so you release them first. Which I think is kind of gutsy. Because she would have had to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But then there was a sex tape. And then she does porn.
Oh, like professionally?
Oh, yeah. She's a professional. Oh, yeah. Bella Thorne is now Bella Porn. That's all I have to say on that.
Do you think she was forced? Well, obviously she's not forced into the industry. But it's sort of like, well, I'm here now.
Well, I mean, she's in some really mediocre horror movies on Netflix that I've watched. Okay. Like, it's not like she can't act. She's not great, but, like, there's potential.
She makes porno.
That is not a career.
Are you serious?
Like, that is not what you want to do. When you go home for Christmas, you don't want to say to your dad, well, I made 6 porn movies this year. You'd be so proud.
What if you made 6 porn movies and you were happy to do them and made a bunch of money?
Do you really want to cheapen yourself like that?
But that's the thing. Like, do you really want to cheapen yourself if you're, getting caught drink driving? I think I'd rather be in a porno.
Yeah. You'd rather be in a porno.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to make a career out of it because I don't want to mix
business
what I
with
love.
Pleasure?
Right. I would like to continue to enjoy sex and rather than think about, like with dance, it's a bit like that. Not that they're similar, but
No, there's a comparison.
But there's a point where your job and your hobbies intersect at some point. And I mean, you can call sex a hobby, but it's like getting paid to be maybe an athlete or a model or whatever. I mean, technically you are a model, but
Yeah, but the angles they choose to focus on.
we need to be in pretty good shape to do that.
Yeah. It's just not in my career path.
I don't know, if someone filmed me and I just happened to be there, I would rather have that released. And I guess, it's different for men and women, blah, 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 whatever. But like...
I'm going to ask a really horrible question, but don't all penises look the same?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've seen enough penises in my life to know that it's like breeds of dog. You know how you have maybe like, German Shepherds or like Dachshunds or pugs. Yeah, penises are a lot like that. Yeah.
Penises are disgusting to look at. There is nothing pretty about them.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that.
Yeah. They're not a work of art. Nobody spent enough time on them.
I'm not going to argue with you on that because I know that there's no point in changing your mind, and that could be a whole podcast topic in itself.
Yeah. I'm really surprised the next person we're going to bring up you haven't already brought up. Can I give you a hint?
Sure.
I loved this person so much.
Oh, no, I know exactly, because I'm going on your list, because in terms of teenagers doing bad things, I work with teenagers, so I know a lot of bad things that happen.
Yeah. Do you want
Nothing that I really want to share about anyway. Yeah, I'd love to hear.
Do you want to introduce who I'm talking about?
It's Justin... No, we talked about that. It's Aaron Carter.
Yes, okay. Back in the day, and I'm sure everybody who's ever met me knows that my plan of attack was to marry Aaron Carter.
Yeah, you tried.
I didn't try very hard, and I'm very thankful for that. Because his list is long, my friend. Long. So, in 2008, he was busted in Texas with at least 2 ounces of marijuana. He got addicted to lots of, drugs. He tried everyone.
Really? He tried every drug?
Wow. He also, recently, there's a show in America called The Doctors. And it's, live and they help you with your health problems. And the reason he was so skinny wasn't because he took a fuckload of drugs. But it was because he has, a health condition.
Oh.
And so they were trying to help him put on some weight. He also got all these awful, awful tattoos all the way down his arms. Because, that was a great idea. He had multiple wedding proposals. And none of them were to me. But he, proposed to his girlfriends on stage. And they'd have to say yes. And then, 10 minutes later, they'd not. But there'd be rings and everything. He's now engaged. His current fiance is a porn star.
Okay.
Okay, she's got her own porn channel. She started it about a month ago. So Azar thought it would be a great idea to make his own porn channel.
His own channel?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Where he, I looked this up. Well, actually, it was sent to me by a friend, all the information. And it's his channel is going to start off with him peeling bananas with his feet.
Okay.
Okay, I don't get that. I know it's a foot fetish thing, but ugh.
Oh, okay.
Well, and then he's going to masturbate on camera for the first time ever.
So it's like gay porn. That's clever because it's a gay audience.
Yeah, but he's ruined his look. He used to be stunning, and then he got a freaking face tattoo.
Well, we all get old.
No, a face tattoo. He tattooed his face.
So did Mike Tyson.
Did Mike Tyson have a beautiful, beautiful, stunning face?
I like to think so. He got hit a lot, so it might be a bit altered, but I think he was not ugly.
But, like, it goes all the way up his cheek and, like, over his eye.
Yeah, same
And
as
do you
Mike
know
Tyson.
his tattoo artist made him stop because he wanted to go further?
Why did he make him stop?
Because he's like, no, it's going to look bad. Trust me, less is more type
Oh,
thing.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, so like my poor sweet little Aaron Carter is now a porn star.
Oh, has he released his video?
I think
Videos?
yeah, he's got a channel.
Can you send me a link?
I can send you the article.
No, just send me the link. I don't want to read an article. I just want to watch
but
the video.
I think the link is in the article.
No, just
just
you've already read it. I know you have. I know you have.
No,
the
I
link.
didn't pay attention to the link.
No, I know you have it though. You may not have watched it yet, but you will.
Oh, probably. I will.
Have you watched it already?
No, I haven't. I have not. It says here Carter is apparently taking cues from his fiancée, Melanie Martin, who made her porn debut on the same website earlier this year.
I'm having a look at his tattoos right now, and he's in pretty good shape.
Is he? Oh,
Physically, yeah. He looks like it.
straight in a live adult cam show on Friday. Jeffrey, we missed it.
I'm sure there are recordings if you look.
During the show, which will stream live on Cam Soda. Cam Soda, people. Not that I'm, it's always healthy to look at porn.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it's a sexual outlet.
To masturbate with porn is a sexual outlet.
Well,
Or maybe watching it is.
Personally, I don't watch porn.
Right.
I don't know why. It's just a thing.
Because it's not an interest of yours.
It's just not an interest.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch, like, Dawson's Creek.
Right.
I just, I don't see the appeal, but, like, because it's Aaron, it's kind of intriguing.
Do you think he's doing it for fun?
Oh, I think he's doing it because his fiancée is doing it, and
Okay.
I think he may also be low on cash.
I watched an interview a couple of weeks ago, actually,
Yeah.
with two porn stars. One,
Oh, really?
they're both Japanese. One is from Japan and one is from America, right?
Right.
And the American porn actress grew up learning Japanese in her home as a little girl or whatever. And she's lovely. I would, honestly, she's one of those people who's really intelligent but downplays her intelligence to fit in with people. And I feel that people like that can be really interesting if you try to probe their intelligence out. Like, that makes me want to talk to someone. It's weird, I know. But she was talking to the Japanese porn star. And basically she was saying she wanted to learn how to say dirty things in Japanese so she could say those things in bed with her partner.
Oh, yeah.
And because she's like, when I was a little girl, I didn't learn any of these things because I only
you
learned how to
missed
speak.
out.
Yeah, exactly. Because she moved to America very early, and it just sort of sounded like she went through a rebellious phase and then, like, enjoyed it, but never really got the chance to move away from it. Because what she ended up saying, she was asking her, how much money do you make in Japan? And the Japanese actress was like, well, actually, not that much, because in Japanese culture, when you make porno, the thing that attracts people to it is that you're this innocent, untarnished person. And then once you've done it for a few years, even like this lady had really big boobs, like enormous boobs. And that was kind of her draw as an actress. And she said, like, for me, I'm blessed because, I have these boobs, but in terms of normal porn actresses, they don't really last very long because once they've been in a bunch of pornos, people don't want to watch it because, oh, you're slutty now. And that's kind of what it is, even though it's all an act.
I would never slut shame anyone that's doing porn because everyone has a reason to do it. Some of them are doing it because they want to, and that is up to them. That's their body. They can do whatever they like with it.
Right.
So, like, no one should be slut shaming anybody.
Oh, no. But even outside of that issue is the financial gain. Because both of them said, well, I'm not really making any money for different reasons. And the American lady was saying, yeah, I'm not really making a lot of money because it all just gets pirated and streamed on the internet anyway. So the pay isn't great. It's just a career that I enjoy, and I enjoy the industry. Obviously, it's not the same as it was in like the 70s and 80s where there was no, union for anything like that. And now they've got standards and, like legal ramifications for getting involved in illegal activities in regards to porn. So the biggest issue is not making money from it. So I wonder if Aaron Carter would make money from his porn career or not. Or if he's just doing it for fun.
Surely there's got to be a better way to make more money.
Maybe, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's not doing it to make money. Maybe he's just doing it to maybe stay relevant or because it's interesting.
Okay.
I think making porn to stay relevant is not a great thing, though.
No, me neither.
Because remember when Screech made that porno?
Yes, I do.
And like, that was him being funny about it. Like, I want to go back into acting and I want to do this. And people are like, oh my God, Screech having sex on camera is so, shocking and ridiculous. But no one cares about that now. It didn't really go in his favor.
No, it really didn't, did it?
I think making gay porn is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a good market because no one really cares about him as a celebrity. But gay men might.
Well, let me ask you this, and it pains me to say it. Is Aaron really a celebrity that people care about?
Well,
or is
maybe
he yesterday's news?
He's obviously yesterday's news, but maybe, just maybe, there's a sliver of hope in him making it.
Really?
Even for a little bit longer, like, even just having people talk about it, even just having us talk about it.
Oh, Aaron. We could have been so happy.
You haven't even watched it yet.
No.
You gonna get on it, though?
I don't know.
Like, realistically?
Realistically, possibly just to support.
Oh, I see.
No, I just...
Aren't you, like, a little bit curious?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Are you, like, a medium amount of curious?
Yes. Well, I loved that man for... Well, not that you can call him... No.
Well, now he is.
Now he is. I've loved that man ever since 1998.
It's a long time.
Yes.
Now you can watch him peel a banana with his feet and masturbate.
No. I don't know. If I'm bored, maybe.
Oh, if you're bored.
If I'm bored. It is lockdown after all.
Oh, there's so much justification. There's no harm in watching that video and talking about it. We could make a podcast about it.
No, because I'm not sure if, like, my family listened to this.
Yeah, but they know how you feel.
About what?
About Aaron Carter.
Yeah, they know. I don't know if they're thrilled, but... Anyway.
I'm sure they're proud of you enough.
Well, they're very happy that I didn't marry him.
Really? Oh, you did better.
Yes, I did.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Isn't this what that's all about? Continue. Yes.
What when you were like, well, when you I don't want to give you an age range because I don't know when you stopped being in love with him. But like what made you feel attracted to him?
I've never been asked that before. I just think it's his, like, adorable features, which he no longer has. Like the eyes and the blonde hair and the dance moves and, yeah.
So those things are exciting.
Yeah, but now I have one of those in my house.
I never thought about it like that. Yeah. Oh my God.
Now I have one of those in my house.
You have half Aaron Carter, half Donnie Yen. As a husband. Half Aaron Carter, half Donnie Yen.
Seriously, he looks like the other guy from Dream Street.
He looks like Ip Man.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, well, you can Google it and you'll figure it out.
Yes, but, now I have one of those in my house who's not going to, turn to porn for his career.
Well, it's early days.
I don't think his mother would approve of that.
That's fine.
So, yes.
He was in Mismatched Couples.
Jeffrey was not in Mismatched Couples.
He was.
No.
The guy in the movie is Donnie Yen. He looks exactly like him.
No, he doesn't.
Jeff is a confirmed combination of Donnie Yen and Aaron Carter.
Not Aaron Carter. He looks like... What's his...
Donnie Yen.
No. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna...
Who are you thinking of?
Not anybody you'll know, but... He's from a pop band from the 90s.
Oh, okay.
What is his... Matt Ballinger.
What band is he from?
He's from Dream Street, which is how Jesse McCartney got his start. But if
they're
you...
all the same to me.
No, they're not.
Blur into each other.
No, but if you look at this photo that I am looking at, I will send you this. You have to tell me that the one on the end does not look like our boy.
Okay. Oh, like Jeff.
Like, yes, our boy, Jeffrey.
Okay.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
Do I have to look at this, don't I?
Yes.
Man, I haven't... the whole mid-2000s and late 2000s is like a big blur in my head.
I
don't
loved
remember.
the 2000s. Bring it back.
I like that song too.
Yeah, but I mean bring it back as in bring back.
Oh, like literally bring them back.
Yeah.
We're just getting old.
We are getting old.
Michelle, this is like 12-year-old boys.
Yes, and the one on the end looks like Jeffrey.
That's a weird misplaced fantasy.
Do you know? No, but like the facial features and the hair. Are you not telling me that Jeffrey didn't look like that at 14?
Oh, he didn't.
Really?
He looked nothing like that.
The one on the end.
Yeah.
The blonde one, obviously.
Yes. Looks nothing like Jeff.
Really?
Can we make this image the YouTube video background so people actually know who we're talking about? That looks nothing like Jeff.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Not when Jeff was 14. Maybe now, I guess, in some warped
He does.
future shell vision.
So you think he looks like who?
Donnie Yen and, well, apparently Aaron Carter is your added element.
No,
but-
he doesn't look like Aaron Carter. He's just got moves like ours.
Oh, no, he's a better dancer than Aaron
Exactly.
Carter. Don't do that to him. That's not
Oh,
fair.
here we go, Donnie Yen. This guy's...
They have the same smile.
I can't see any pictures of this man smiling. Oh my God.
What?
He does have the same smile.
They have the same smile.
They do. That's kind of creepy.
You'll never not... Well, you don't watch Chinese movies. Actually, Donnie Yen's in... Oh, it wasn't... I
Mismatched
don't know.
Couples. I freaking hate that film.
He was in that movie. Haven't
Jeffrey,
talked about
this
that
guy
in a while.
has the same smile as you.
Jeff knows who Donnie Yen is, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, of course he does. But How did you... We never talk about what we say. We're going to...
Good. I'm kind of glad I went with you on this one. I'm like, Michelle, this is a Michelle topic. I don't know anything about this.
Uncultured.
Yeah, so it seems.
No, I just know about, like, people from, like, Disney Channel movies
Yeah,
and such.
a lot.
And I love Lindsay. Wow. I loved her in, like, Freaky Friday. And one of my favorite movies of all time is The Parent Trap.
Freaky Friday is actually a very good
It's
movie.
so good. And Chad Michael Murray's in it.
He is, yeah.
Shout out. He's still hot at the age of, like, 40.
I hope I'm still hot at the age of 40.
Well, we shall see.
I hope I'm hot at the end of COVID. My God.
Yeah. COVID. It has definitely made our year interesting.
Continued, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about more pleasant things.
Yes. This is an escape, so...
Like Jeff looking like Donnie Yen.
I don't know, I just... When I think of Jeff as, like, when you knew Jeff, like, when you guys became
When I knew
friends.
him, come on.
When when you became friends, dingus.
1997. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he not have, like, blonde hair?
Yes.
See,
But it was like a lighter shade of blonde than that guy.
what
He
happened?
had like really blonde hair.
What happened?
He got old.
See, we have a constant no, you don't. Yes, you do. He thinks he's still blonde.
I mean, yeah, he is.
No, he's
Dark
not.
blonde, but like it's still blonde.
You know, he's smiling because you're like
Agreeing
agreed
with
with him.
I didn't even need to know who said what. He's right.
He is not.
What do you think Hilary has?
He has brown hair.
No,
Yeah.
I have brown hair.
No,
He has.
You have like dark brown hair.
Oh, I see. But his hair is closer to blonde than brown.
I don't agree with that at all. But anyway,
Okay. Well, you live with him, so.
yeah, I have to look at him every single day. It's a privilege.
Not a right.
He's a
No one else on your list?
No. Oh, but there is a shout out to Hilary
Oh.
Duff for keeping it real. She's like the only. No, she is like the only Disney Channel star that managed to keep on track. She doesn't have any misdemeanors. She doesn't have any DUIs. She doesn't have to go to rehab. She doesn't have any of that. She's just grown up, managed to skip all the drama,
Yeah.
and managed to get a nice guy and have kids.
Is that the ultimate child star goal, do you think?
Well, normality probably is, and she's probably got that. Except her children's names. If you really loved them, you wouldn't call them Banks. Banks is the little girl.
Oh, so she can be called Banksy?
I don't know. And Hilary Duff's she's got a boy. Yeah. They're just if you're gonna have kids, at least be nice.
Oh, what, not name them something?
See, no, I am fully on board with the first child, Luca. Luca is a cute name.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Whereas Banks, what did she do wrong?
You know what? I had this thought the other day, because when you work in schools, you see all these
Weird names?
edgy names that people name their kids, right?
Don't be edgy, be kind.
Right. I agree. But we go through that I don't want my kid getting bullied for having a weird name kind of thing, right?
We should do this as a topic next week, but continue.
What, weird bully names? I've already got a topic for next week. Shh.
Oh. Sorry. Continue.
When you have a classroom full of kids with weird names, right?
Yes.
So you have your Absidies and your Kadashes and all that sort of
You
stuff.
don't
right?
actually have children with these names.
No.
do you?
I
God.
don't, but I'm making an example. But if you have all these kids with weird names in your classroom, then do they all become normal? Is it normal to have your Absidy?
Well,
Or your
absentee
India,
is
or
just mean because it just sounds like absent.
That'd be a good role.
Probably.
Yeah, so maybe it's not that bad. I mean, it's cringe. I'm not saying it's not cringe, but maybe
There are
misplaced.
some horrible, horrible names out there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
Like,
Scott.
Scott's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
I like the name Scott.
Or give me a weird one.
Viking.
That's not a name.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, no, you brought the cringe back, and now I get it.
Yeah.
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 Going back on what we were saying before on child star goals, right? Because me and
Yeah.
Marissa were talking about this the other night, and
Yeah.
Hilary Duff doing so well.
Yes.
Is the ultimate child star goal just making a bunch of money and then being a normal person?
Yes.
That's a pretty
Well,
tall
not
order,
a
I think.
normal people. You get in, you make the money, and then you get out before it gets complicated.
Right. Shirley Temple kind of did that, didn't she?
Shirley Temple made a mark rather than... she made a mark as a child star,
Right.
but she also was a congresswoman.
Yeah, see?
See? she took... I love Shirley. But Shirley got screwed by her own parents.
A lot of them.
Pretty much. Because they took her income as a third income. So after she had finished being a child star, she had nothing to her name because they spent it all because they thought the ride would never end. So she went to school and just became a normal girl. And then eventually, like, I think in her late teens, she went back to film.
Yeah.
And then after that, she got married a lot of times.
Yeah.
And, meanwhile, she got breast cancer. And so she became an advocate for that. And then she joined Congress.
It's an interesting life.
I know. But yeah, so like Shirley took something bad. Like, you know, she enjoyed being a child star, but I think it was a lot of pressure for a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing with Bojangles.
That is an honour, and even she said that.
Yeah, it's a massive honour.
He seems like he was a sweetheart.
Yeah, he probably was. Like the ramification, not the ramification, the implication of America in that time and having, you know, like a black man dance with a little girl.
Yeah, it was the first ever.
Yeah, see, that's incredible.
She made history.
Yeah, I mean it's horrible to think about now, but like, yeah, if you take all the social considerations into account, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better that she got screwed by her parents.
Maybe.
So she didn't end up on like a Jeffrey Epstein island or something like that.
That's true.
Maybe Dan Schneider has an island.
Oh, I knew you were going to bring him up.
Well, I have to.
He's not a child star.
Well, he's not, but he's been in direction of a lot of child stars.
Jamie Lynn Spears did not have his child.
Do you think that's true? Do you think there's some truth in that?
What, that she had his child?
No, not that, but that he was like abusive of the
I don't think so, but the fact that he got removed from Nickelodeon says something.
Yeah. So
maybe they just needed a fresh face.
From what I heard, it wasn't because of, you know, him needing to move on. It was because he had like anger management problems.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. Like, iCarly is over, so what's the point?
Well, Sam and Cat happened.
Ugh. Sorry.
What's the difference between a good Disney Channel / Nickelodeon show and a bad, like, Disney Channel / Nickelodeon show?
Okay, the good ones are like the jokes hit every level. So if you're 5, you find it funny, but there's also something on a higher level that adults can find hilarious.
Oh, like My Little Pony is a bit like that.
Is it?
I don't know, I never watched it. Marissa worked on it.
Yeah.
I've never watched it. Is that bad that I've watched her other shows, but I've never watched that show before? And that's kind of her claim to fame, really.
What my husband does for a living, I don't watch all of those.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. You did? Okay, so I've always wondered this because I couldn't ever figure it out because I just assumed you like bad shows. But
no, I'm a genius at watching.
But it struck, well, I know that, but it struck a chord because you were able to distinguish iCarly good, Sam and Cat bad.
Yeah.
So
what does one have that the other doesn't?
Miranda Cosgrove.
That too. Ariana Grande ruins lives.
Oh, so I thought she was the talent. That's what people seem to be selling right now.
That's what people say, yes. But apparently she's a nightmare to work with. She bullied Jeanette McCurdy, and that's enough from me. You bully my girl Jeanette, you're nothing to me.
Jeanette seems pretty cool.
Yeah. Jeanette has a podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's
Empty
it about?
Inside. Just like issues.
Oh, like this one.
Kind of. But like, you know, depression, anxiety, those sorts of...
Oh, so psychological issues?
Yeah, those sorts of things.
That's cool.
Yeah. She does well for herself.
I'm not equipped to talk about those things in an in-depth way.
Me neither.
I could talk about epilepsy.
So could I, but it would be a boring topic.
See, that's what I've heard. People like, you should do a podcast on like, you know, your conditions and blah, blah. I'm like...
No, thank you.
Really? Do people want to hear about that? But apparently they do.
No, they don't.
I don't know if I want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. So
what, epilepsy or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay.
People don't need to know because Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
It just, yeah. It's, Anyway.
Moving on.
Should we wrap this up?
You still haven't answered my question.
What was your question?
We were talking about, like, the
What?
differences between these bad shows. Like, to me, I always just thought you were, like, you just liked things that were bad. And I never really heard you say, no, this one is actually terrible.
Just out of curiosity, you think that I liked things that were bad. Does that include, like, ex-boyfriends that you've met, or...
No. I meant, like, in terms of movies and television and music.
Oh, okay.
Just that we had very different tastes. Sometimes we do. Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't breathe in like that and then, like, don't finish the sentence.
No. It hit me, but anyway.
No, say it.
Oh, no, it hit me who Jeff looks like.
Oh, who?
Vincent Cathsizer?
Who's that?
He was in The Hairy Bird.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that in a long
And
time.
Flat Critter. Jeffrey's the Flat Critter. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Good movie.
Shani Manel was like, doesn't that look like Jeff? And boom. I'm like, well, now I can't watch this.
Do you want to hear about my topic for next week?
Yes.
I want to do a show on concerts.
What about them?
I want to talk about concerts that you've been to and concerts that I've been to. Because you've been to some crazy good concerts.
I have.
Like, ridiculously good ones.
I have.
Even in our differences of taste, I'm like, you saw blank? And then there's like, oh, you saw blank?
There's nothing wrong with blank or blank.
There's something wrong with blank, but there's nothing wrong with blank. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Okay. Anyway.
But I think that will be a good thing to talk about next week.
Excellent. We shall do that.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's wrap it up.
Alright.
Thanks for the chat tonight. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all you people thinking this isn't about what they said it was going to be about, but that's just who we are. We ramble.
Just before we go, one last thing.
Yes.
You would have received invites to our Facebook group. So if you liked it and you know other people who you think might also like it, you don't have to like spam invites or anything like that, but just, you know, we want more people to listen and have more feedback so we actually have people to vibe off to get ideas. And we've already got some ideas for coming shows from people who we know who've messaged us already, which is pretty impressive and exciting.
Oh, we do.
So we'll get onto those. But the more people like send us ideas and stuff, the more we're happy to talk about.
And we also have merchandise that we will put up on the page.
Speaking of selling out.
Well, if you're going to do it right.
I'm just saying that there's 4 months till Christmas?
Oh my God, don't say that. Yeah.
3 months till Christmas.
Don't say that. Think about what my husband does for a living.
Oh, that's crazy Jeff time.
Oh.
But you can buy a pair of leggings.
Yes, you can buy a pair of leggings with our faces on them.
You can get a cushion. You can get a COVID mask.
Yep. Coffee mug.
Coffee mugs. I think most people will stick to the coffee mug.
I want a coffee mug.
So do I, actually. They're all designed by Marissa, the talented artist who's done all of our social media art as well. So shout out to Marissa.
She's hot.
Thank you.
Her stuff.
I am going to take that as a compliment directed towards me and not to her. That's a bit messed up, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
No, she's beautiful.
I like to take, credit for Jeff's talent too. So there you go.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, thanks.
Alrighty.
That was fun.
That was fun. People, have a great week and we shall see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.